Hello and welcome. This is Danish, the founder of JobSkillShare.org, and today I'm very excited that we have completed our AWS Engineer course, which is going to lead you to become an AWS DevOps Engineer. This is the last course we wanted to develop for full-blown AWS Cloud Engineer title. What is the meaning of this? Because from day one, we like to teach job specific skills. So when you finish something in our courses, whether it's a course or a roadmap, at the end of the day, you have to go out and implement this type of skill set and get a job. And that is exactly we have been doing for the past 10 years for IT support, network administration, cybersecurity, cloud administrators at the basic level, and now we went ahead and we went to that engineer level skill set. Exactly what you're seeing on the screen, we want to prepare you for this type of confidence where you go to indeed.com and you type AWS Cloud Engineer. So if you see entry level cloud engineer 1, that job description that you are going to see over here, it's going to make sense. Like what is CI/CD pipeline, SDLC, and many other terms that we use for hiring somebody at the cloud engineer level on AWS specifically. But there's a requirement. You can't just come to JSS platform and start AWS Cloud Engineer course and then take the certificate and then you're done. We are not allowing that. You have to finish the Cloud Fundamental AWS course first, and then you have to finish the advanced course so we know you know about AWS from basic to advanced level, and then you can request the DevOps Engineer certificate, which is going to cover all of the DevOps related skills. Now, here's another important information that I would like to share, that this is not for someone who is just looking to transition to IT career from scratch. This is something that we have been doing in this platform for 10 years. A lot of people come to us with AWS certifications, very advanced certification, but then they have hard time landing job. We designed this course for people who already have IT support positions or at least worked in a company for 6 months, so they have understanding of what is a network fundamental, what is TCP/IP, DNS, DHCP, how network VPN stuff works. Because if you don't know this basics in this type of trainings, we don't teach you this stuff, and that is something we expect you to know from our IT support training or IT support job that you have already been doing with the companies. And this is also for the sysadmins, network admins, cybersecurity admins. I'm sure if you're at that level, you know these things because that's exactly what you do at work at the high end level. So this is a requirement. So let's go to our website, how we have designed this in our website. So same way we have a roadmap. If you come to the roadmap as a premium member or even a light member, because this is you're going to be using a lot of on-demand labs yourself. You have to buy your own access in AWS after the probably the first course. Then you should be using your access because we're going to teach you a lot of advanced stuff, and our limited labs are not going to do much in that sort of teaching. So when you come to our platform, as I mentioned, you should have experience with IT support. So this is something that we think that you have covered. You have finished this roadmap and you are an IT support professional, so we don't need to go to what is IP, what is Active Directory, all those foundational and even more than foundational level skills. You may have already covered the systems administration side, so you know how everything is connected on the on-premises side of companies if you want to do that. But then another requirement is Cloud Administrator Essential Roadmap. This is something that I highly recommend you do that because you're going to get stuck if you start the AWS Cloud Engineer Roadmap immediately. That's why it says advanced. This is where you need to start. Basically, if you click on this one, it is going to teach you the basics of cloud overall, vendor neutral type of information, cloud administrator basics. It is going to cover the CompTIA Cloud Plus and also AZ900, and that's good. If you cover this, you're going to do a lot of hands-on practice, and you're going to get used to cloud. You will be able to answer some of the even the Azure related questions. Even if you go to AWS related jobs, they may like that because you may have Azure related skills as well. Then the must requirement for before you start the AWS courses, CompTIA Linux Plus. You need to finish this course practically with us. Or if you have your own lab, you need to finish it with that, because you cannot be a cloud engineer. You cannot even become a cloud engineer if you don't know Linux, especially in AWS, because everything is on it. The whole DevOps that you're going to do, everything you're going to touch Linux left and right, and it's going to be a nightmare for you to even do this job. So this is a must. That's why we will explain that to you in DevOps. When you start the DevOps, even the basics of AWS, you're going to touch Linux a little bit. But when you go to the DevOps, you must know Linux at that point in a basic level where you can just go into the operating system and know what Linux is. And you're not totally clueless when you start the DevOps related skill set with us. So once you finish the cloud essentials, then you can move on to the AWS Cloud Engineer roadmap. Click on Start Roadmap, and then on the top, make sure to click on Start Your Career Journey. Then finish the fundamentals with us. This is going to be totally covered in the labs. Then after that, finish the administrator course, advance. This is going to need your own on-demand access. The course will tell you to buy your own access. And then here, the last one is going to be DevOps Engineer Certificate. Once you finish this, you're going to learn a lot about the DevOps side of skill set. And once you finish this, you are free to go outside in the public and start applying for a job. As you can see, this is the skill set that people look for when they're specifically looking for somebody at the engineer level, or they specifically call you a DevOps engineer in AWS. And you should be very comfortable coming here, clicking on these cloud engineer jobs. They're highly paid jobs. Again, they are going to look for that practical experience in these labs. Just like IT support, we tell people that if you have the skill set, if you have done your labs, if you're confident and your resume looks good, you should go ahead and apply. If you don't apply, it's zero chances. If you apply, at least you got 50% chances. That's how most of the IT support engineers, network engineers, cybersecurity engineers, everybody have done it that way, and we have had great success, and we're going to make this successful as well. Just like most of our advanced courses or programs, we have coaching services. So if you like to be guided by the same trainer who have created all of this training, AWS related training, then you can come to the coaching services, which is additional charges. It's not included in premium membership. You have to then come over here and then click on learn more, and then basically you will finish everything with the same instructor who have created all this training from basics, advanced, and DevOps. So you can come over here and apply, and we will send you the email. You can do the payment, and here's the payment and all the details available for you. And then you will be guided by the same trainer. The difference between the premium and the coaching is that the individual is there, they're guiding you when you go through these courses, you're doing these labs and you get stuck somewhere, you have more questions, you need more references, somebody needs to check your resume. That is all labor, and that is covered in the coaching. So that's the full cost for 1 year. We are going to support you for 1 year, and after that we will basically stop our coaching services. So this is another additional option that we're giving when we have an advanced roadmaps like AWS Cloud Engineer at this time. So good luck with this as well, as a member or as a coaching member, whichever you choose. We wish you all